Okay, this expression is equivalent to one of these four expressions. Uh, we don't know which one, but we know it's going to be a simpler version of this. So what we want to do is just focus on this and see what happens, see if we can get it to look like one of these answers. Okay, first thing I notice is there are no squared terms among our initial the terms in our problem. So I'm going to go ahead and convert everything to sine and cosine. I think that'll be a good first start. So by definition, this is 1 over cosine x minus, and I've got two things here that multiply to each other. I've got sine x over cosine x. That's the definition of tan. And then I have just sine x multiplied to it. And I'm going to put that over 1 so I know that I can see these two fractions multiplying together and really becoming the same fraction. So this is the first simplifying step I think I'm going to do. I'm going to just multiply these two together. Just glom them into one fraction. So now what I'm getting now is 1 over cosine x minus, multiply these two, I get sine squared x over cosine x. Now, right here, it should be very noticeable. Guess what? I have two fractions with the same denominator, so I'm cleared to combine them into one fraction with this denominator, and I'm just doing the operation on the numerators. And this is what should look very familiar. This is something, now we have a squared term, and furthermore, we have a 1 as part of this expression, so it should ring a bell, but not expecting you to have this whole thing memorized. Let's take a look at our ID toolkit. It's somewhere here, and I think I'm seeing it. It's going to belong to this family of identities, because each triplet of identities uses the same two Trig ID functions and the number 1. But this one is the family of sine squared and cosine squared. And I think we're seeing it right here. 1 minus sine squared x equals cosine squared x. Forgive me for dropping the x. So I'm going to replace this with cosine squared and as x. And as you can see, it's getting simpler and simpler. We went from this mess to something that looks a lot simpler. Now, when you have cosine squared x on top and just one cosine squared on the bottom, you can cancel out one of these for the entire one of this, because this is obviously cosine squared x times cosine squared x. That's what it means to be squared. So I got rid of one of those and I have cosine x. Now, strange, this is not one of the answers. I don't see that answer here, but I do see that this is, they're saying this is the reciprocal of secant squared x. And secant squared x is none other than 1 over cos x. So when you take 1 and you multiply by the reciprocal of this is the equivalent of 1 over secant x. Cos x and 1 over secant x are the same thing. So therefore, the answer should be this.